You know, when we think about holiday legends, our minds usually jump to warmth, cheer, and of course, benevolent gift givers. But what if I told you about an ancient story that introduces a totally different kind of figure? One who reminds us that to really truly appreciate the light, well, you have to understand the shadow first.
And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. This isn't your classic good versus evil story. Not at all. It's about two sides of the very same truth and how they actually work together to create something much, much more meaningful. So, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine this quiet little village, right? It's nestled among these huge, snow-dusted mountains. The kids there, they're like any other kids. Sometimes they're full of kindness, and other times, well, they get into a little mischief. And as the days get shorter and the nights get longer, you can just feel this buzz in the air. It's not just excitement for presents, it's something older, something deeper. At the very heart of all this anticipation are two ancient spirits who kind of govern the season. Now, one of them you'll probably recognize, but the other, he represents a concept we don't talk about a lot during the holidays: accountability. Okay, so let's start with the spirit of light, the one we're all familiar with in one form or another. In this story, he's known as the gentle giver. And yeah, he's all about the warmth and kindness we associate with this time of year. The gentle giver is pretty much the pure joy of the season, all rolled into one. He carries the softly glowing lantern, brings cheer wherever he goes, and leaves behind sweet treats as a little reward for all the kind-hearted folks. But here's the thing, the gentle giver doesn't travel alone. As those first stars start to pop out in the twilight sky, whispers would start up in the village. They'd tell you about another figure, one who walks the snowy paths first, and he is known as the Horned Guardian. And his appearance is, well, it's pretty striking. His coat is as dark as the deepest night. He's got horns like gnarled tree branches, and his eyes glint like stars on a cold winter night. But here's what's absolutely crucial to understand. He is not a figure of malice. He's not evil. He represents something else entirely, just stark, unavoidable honesty. And the tools he carries? Yeah, they might look a little intimidating at first glance, but they aren't for punishment. They're actually symbols, and each one has this really profound purpose that's all about looking inward, not about fear. Okay, so this is where the legend totally reframes these things we'd normally see as scary. Those clanking chains, they aren't for locking anyone up. Their sound is meant to be a resonance, a vibration that makes you remember forgotten promises or actions you might have neglected. And the birch branches, not for hitting anyone. Their gentle rustle is just a reminder that everything we do has a ripple effect, a symbol to help redirect us back to a better path. And this just brilliantly pulls it all together. The giver and the guardian aren't enemies fighting for control. They're partners. You have this benevolent force, and then you have his shadowy mirror. Both of them are absolutely necessary halves of a complete and really meaningful holiday experience. So this partnership creates something the story calls the balance. And the idea behind it is actually pretty simple, but it's powerful. Think about it. The warmth from the gentle giver feels so much warmer because you've understood the chill of accountability from the guardian. Real generosity means so much more when you've taken a second to reflect on your own actions. The Horned Guardian's visit isn't supposed to be the main event. The story calls it a silent prologue. He shows up before all the big festivities to kind of set the stage, getting the world ready for the light that's about to come. So, what's the whole point of this prologue? Well, he's not there to steal anybody's joy, he's there to light up the path to true goodness. His visit offers this quiet, personal moment to reflect on your deeds, to let your heart think things over, to mend what might need mending, and to get truly prepared for the spirit of the season. And right here is where it all connects. By facing that quiet reflection of their own actions, both the good and the not so good, the children are able to appreciate the gentle giver's arrival on a completely different level. The gifts suddenly become more than just stuff. They become symbols of grace and kindness. It makes the dawn of that big day so much more meaningful. So when you boil it all down, the lesson from the Horned Guardian and the gentle giver is this. A truly joyful heart really needs two things. It needs the kindness we show to other people, and it needs the self-awareness to understand ourselves. You kind of need both to walk the path. And that brings us to a final thought to chew on. In our world today, which is so often focused on the rewards, the gifts, the bright and shiny things, what's the value of a shadowy reminder?
What role does a little accountability play in our own search for joy and meaning? It's definitely something to ponder as the nights grow long.